This week's parsha is very, very emotional, very beautiful. I mean, whenever I read it, we always read it, we learn it. It's like tears in your eyes when you go through this parsha. The way Yosef meets his brother Binyamin, the way Yosef meets his brothers all together, and then the ultimate point is when Yosef meets his father, when his father finds out Od Yosef Chai, and so on and so on. It's really beautiful. And it's beautiful after 22 years of agony, of sadness, and everything that came with it, turns to the greatest moment of joy. It's a beautiful parsha. It's the beautiful parsha that we see out. Something sounds, looks so negative, so awful, so bad. It turns to the greatest moment. Well, we see it again and again and again in this parsha. I just wanted to mention one thing in this parsha, very short. But this is when Yosef meets his father. As we know, his father finally comes down to Egypt when Yosef goes to him to greet him. And this is after 22 years that Yaakov is crying, "Where's my son?" And self-understood, Yosef at the same time is always thinking, wanting to see his father. And finally comes the moment they see each other. Imagine this emotional moment that's going on at this point. And the Torah tells us a story that Yosef runs over to his father, and he hugs him, and he kisses him. Imagine the emotions. But the Torah doesn't say anything about Yaakov, what Yaakov is doing. It looks like he froze. So the explanation is what happened to Yaakov. This moment, where is his emotions and excitement when he sees his son? So Rashi says it, that Yaakov was reading the Shema at this moment. And because he was reading Shema at this moment, he couldn't hug and kiss, because in the middle of Shema, you're not supposed to stop. And this is why when the Torah tells us a story about these two great giants, Yosef and his father meeting together, we'll learn about the emotions of Yosef, but we don't learn about the emotions of Yaakov. Because he was saying Shema at this point. Becomes the question, he couldn't find another time, Yaakov, to say Shema. Only in this moment, in the moment of waiting after 22 years to see his son, this is the moment he says the Shema. Shema takes a few minutes. I could have said before, I could have said it after. Why now? And the explanation is, and the message is, that Yaakov was very emotional. He was very excited. He was very happy to see his son. But at this moment, it stopped for a second. He said, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Let's me not forget, it's all about God. It's all about Hashem. It's all thanks to Hashem. When I'll be done with Hashem, then I'll go to Yosef. And this takes such strength, such power. And this was Yaakov Avinu. Not to let his emotions go. First of all is, where's Hashem in the picture? That's why the first thing is when he saw he's getting so emotional. Hashem, it's all about you. The Rebbe said once a story about it. Similar idea. When the Rebbe came to America, imagine the excitement was, he was saved from the Nazis. He came with his wife to America. I mentioned it many times. And then the whole family was greeting him, but his father-in-law, the previous Rebbe, did not see until a few days later. When the Rebbe says himself, I didn't understand why. But maybe perhaps we can say the explanation that the same thing, the Frierdiker Rebbe wanted to control his emotions. First is to Hashem. First I have to thank Hashem. When I thank Hashem, when I'm connected to Hashem, then I can let my emotions go. And this is a message we have to learn to ourselves. The greatest moments, the greatest happy moments, the first thing is Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. The first thing is Hashem, I'm yours. I'm thanking to you. After that, I'll let my emotions go. Have yourself a beautiful, beautiful, great Shabbos. And again, enjoy this beautiful parsha of such great simcha and joy. Especially as we're having Hey Tevis, as we all know, it's a great moment, a great time with the returning the Sfarim to the Rebbe. Let's not get into all this now. Let's celebrate, let's enjoy, and let's be with Simcha.